We have a glasses on head breaking news story coming into you right now, literally moments as I was wrapping things up for the evening. It's about 7:05 right now Central Time as I'm recording this. About 10 minutes prior, I walked into my office to wrap things up, shut things down, and heard the news report and heard the actually breaking news as Donald Trump is wrapping up a nice little speech he's having for his summer soiree at the White House. Goes inside and after talking about the things he's done in 4 months, does something pretty big coming out of the night. And the breaking news is 12 countries have been targeted for national security concerns for a travel ban. These are specific countries, not people, not Muslims can't come in, but people from different countries that have issues with how they process the people. In this proclamation includes Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, which I've never heard of, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. Additionally, it imposes a partial restrictions to travelers from Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela, which is interesting because we are sending a lot of people to them right now, but they can't come to us. This takes effect tomorrow, 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time on June the 9th. So not tonight, in a week or so. So we have a couple days for these things to come to pass because there are things going on. This is breaking news, so bear with me for messing up the read there. But you have till next Monday of about 5 days or so until this thing goes into effect. The administration justifies these bans, by pointing out deficiencies in the country's information sharing practices. I said it earlier. So it's high visa overstay rates and concerns over potential threats to U.S. national security. People who might be possible terrorists are coming to be rabble rousers here in the States. The exceptions to the ban include lawful permanent residents, people already here, dual nationals traveling to on a passport from an unrestricted country. If they have dual residence, they can keep staying, and certain special visa holders and individuals traveling for diplomatic or humanitarian reasons. If they have a tag that they're an ambassador or something like that, they should be fine. They should be fine. We'll see when they show up at the airport. This is a continuation of President Trump's hardline approach to immigration, which brings up the initial travel ban in his first term. Basically, the first weekend, he said no Muslims can come into the country, and it caused chaos, confusion, and a whole lot of issues and trouble. It also caused him to have a little bit of outcast reaction where they had to get the lawyers involved. Legal challenges before being upheld by the Supreme Court in 2018. The current ban expands upon this previous measures. They tried once. They saw what was wrong with it. They're trying again by being a bit more explicit in the language, making it work better. So it wasn't just no Muslims can come in. It's no people from these countries because they may be dangerous. That may make more sense. It may actually work, although it is a pretty sweeping ban on people who can come into the country right now. Critics, of course, are arguing that the ban is disproportionately affecting countries with predominantly Muslim populations anyway. So it's semantics, but it goes to the point of keeping Muslims out of the country and may actually strain diplomatic relations with all these nations, especially ones he just left in the Middle East, getting stuff from and people were giving him planes. So there's a thought about that one. But supporters of this say that it's necessary. Protect our national security and ensure integrity of U.S. immigration systems. We have had in the last 2 weeks 2 assassination attempts, and that's what we call them, on people of Jewish faith, 2 actual anti-Semitism attacks here in the United States that have been of questionable origin to other people coming in here. One that happened a few days ago, a person who overstayed a visa from Egypt. There's a reason for this ban in place. Now, is it particularly for these reasons or other things that are sort of larger? The Trump administration will probably have to explain themselves in court because they do that. But the policy's implementation is likely going to bring in a whole lot more questions as we have, the 5 days till it goes live come Monday. Comments, concerns, thoughts on the process, thoughts on the actual order, and of course, thoughts on glasses on the head. Let me know in the comments.